Hey everyone, it's Maura, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to stay organized for back to school. I think that this is going to be a really helpful video. A while ago I was not organized at all, and over the past kind of year and a half, I've really gotten so organized, and I think that this would be great to be able to share my kind of tips and how I like to stay organized with you for back to school, because I think that it's really important if you want to do well in school. I'll show you all the school supplies that I think really helps you stay organized, and then I'll show you kind of a what's in my backpack video, I guess, kind of within that, and then I'm going to go on to a desk tour so you guys can just see how I really keep myself organized. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off with showing you the bag that I use to carry all my things to school. I would recommend using a backpack, but that's what I use, but if you don't like backpacks, if you don't think that they're cute or anything, you can use a tote, and I'll show you kind of a recommendation for that too. So this is the backpack that I'm going to be using this year. It's just from the North Face. It's the Borealis backpack, and I just got the all black one. I'm going to go ahead, and I highly recommend using one of these. But if you don't like backpacks, or if they are uncomfortable or anything, you can use a tote bag. Here's a really cute tote bag that I would use if I'm not going to use my backpack. This is what I would use instead. And this is just a Longchamp bag. I don't know. These are really popular where I live. And so this is just a large one in the color raspberry. But it has this little gold accents, and it's really pretty, and it just has a lot of space. So, what also is really nice about the North Face backpacks is they have a sleeve for your computer, which is really nice. Alright, so a lot of the school supplies I'm just going to show you right now, but it's also kind of what I keep in my backpack. So some of the stuff I'm going to be pulling out of my backpack, and some of the stuff I'm just going to be showing you. First off, I'm going to show you guys the kind of binders that I use. I use the binder. I have a binder for every class. I haven't actually started school yet, so there's nothing in my binders, but I do plan on filling them up, and if you guys want to see kind of a midway through the school year progress report, I don't know, you guys can leave comments or email me or something. But these are the kind of binders that I like to get. I get the 2-inch ones from Staples that come in different colors like these, and then you can put what subject it's for on the side. Okay, so I write down all of my notes, all my homework, everything in a notebook like this. I don't use a certain one for certain subjects. What I do is I will take the first page, and I'll write down all the notes that I took in that class or whatever, and then I will rip it out and put it into the binder. Now, I use my binders kind of differently. I have probably like 9 packs of these or something crazy, but these are like the tabs that you can just put into your binder. I have a section for everything, for study guides, for notes, for homework, for, I have a tab for everything. And then probably my #1 back to school must-have. This is what allows me to not have to bring all my binders home every night, except for if there's a whole bunch of notes that I need. But it is an accordion folder. I know this looks like a briefcase, but that is okay. And in here it comes with all of these little tabs, and you can like write a little section for each one. And then if you have any handouts or anything that aren't like 3-hole punched, or you don't have time to put into your binder, or notes or something that you did for homework, and after I write down one page, I rip it out. I really don't like all my subjects getting mixed up, and I'll just put it right into its little tab, and it's so easy. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. This is what really helps me get organized, because I used to be so bad with just loose papers everywhere. But these are really amazing. You can get these anywhere. Next thing that I recommend you have to do, most schools will give you one. My school does give me one, only I'm not going to show it to you because it has like my school name on it and all of that, and I just don't want to get into that on the internet. But that is a planner. I always use a planner. In middle school, I didn't really use one. Well, I'd use one, and I'd write down my homework for every single class, everything. All my homework was in here. I could open it up and know exactly everything that I had to do. I would never leave anything to remember or anything like that, because chances are I won't remember it, or I'll have to call a friend and be like, oh, what was homework? So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but a planner is definitely great. They make it really easy you can write down all of your courses in here, your class schedule, and then you can go into, but you can actually write down like the days, you know, everything. So it has a folder like this, and then it actually goes into each individual day, which is really nice. So I definitely recommend getting one of these. Now that I'm in high school, I think that I'm definitely going to keep one of these with just field hockey schedule, with if I make it onto the student council again, student council stuff. I don't know if you guys knew this. I was student council president of my middle school, and I think I'm going to run for class president of my high school. So yeah, I'll keep like all the information of that in here if that does like end up happening, which I really hope it does. My field hockey schedule, my homework, you know, everything will just go in here, and these are a lifesaver. Next thing that you have to keep is a pencil case. I go to a Catholic school, and they're really strict, and sometimes you can even get a detention. Like today, my field hockey coach was like, oh, if you get a detention for something stupid, like not remembering a pencil, like I'm going to be kind of mad. And so I always like to be prepared. I like having my own pens and pencils. Not that like borrowing from a friend is bad, but you know, I just like to be prepared on my own. So some things that I would definitely recommend having are a little pencil sharpener like this. It can be a real pain to have to like get up in the middle of the class and sharpen your pencil and have everybody kind of wait, and like if it breaks then you have to keep going, you know what I mean? It's just annoying. And then also something that I'd recommend having are red pens for correcting your homework, for you know, something that you really want to remember. I write in red. I don't know if you guys can see these, but these have little glitter in them. How cute is that? And then, you know, I get other pens too because I don't like, you know, like I said before, I take notes in different colors. So these are just the Staples rollerball ones. So yeah, I like these. And pencils. I still am like, I love pencils. A lot of people prefer pens, but these are my favorite kinds of pencils. These are the Ticonderoga. I don't know how to say that, but they just look like this, and I love them. The highlighters, you know, you can get really thick ones like this, which I like these, or you could get really skinny ones like this. These are both Sharpie, but, you know, it's all preference, so I like these a lot. Little Papermate pens like these. They're like little pen markers, and they write really well. I like taking notes in these, like in social studies, and she gives us a topic like China. I would write China at the top in like black or something, and then I would go in and I'd write all the notes that have to do with the Chinese culture in navy, and I'd like do all the things that have to do with like economy in raspberry, and then all the things that have to do with kind of, I'd say, like geography in light blue. And then throughout the times, I don't have to worry about each one having a column. You know, I can just write them all in. I don't know if that makes sense to you at all, but like colored coding notes, I guess. Sharpies. I have a few Sharpies right here. I actually don't have a pink Sharpie with me. Like, I do have one, but just like not right now. Sharpies are really, I think, important for if you're going to a sports game and you want to write your name on your water bottle, writing your name on your notebooks, your folders, just to make sure that everything is yours. You know what I mean? Things get jumbled up really easily, and it's just nice to have these to like, you know, and even if your friends want to decorate your binder. A few last things I recommend having in your backpack are just note cards like this for if you take a language. These come in extremely handy, you know, for remembering notes, anything. A calculator. I need a calculator. This is a necessity for math homework, for basically anything. As you can see, I put the big Vineyard Vines whale on the back of mine, but, you know, just a calculator. Oh, and then this is another kind of fun little thing that I like. You don't have to have these, but, I mean, a lot of people don't. I just have one, and I kind of like it. This is a little electronic dictionary, which I guess you don't really need if they allow you to use computers at your school. They allow you to use computers in mine, but a lot of people don't like take notes on computers or anything. So basically you type in a word and it gives you a definition. You know, it's just an electronic dictionary, but it also has French and Spanish on here, so I don't know, it just comes in really helpful. Alright, last thing that I really recommend having is something that I like to have personally. I don't know if other people do this, but I'm just going to cover up this right here. This is a little folder. It's just a simple, you know, two flap binder, and on the front it just says Maura and then my last name, and it says my homeroom number, and it says who my what's that word called? And then it has my guidance counselor. So that is just on the front and on a little sticker. And then in here I keep my field hockey schedule. These are all just like little important papers that I like need to have like for school. And then I keep my schedule. I keep my summer reading list. I keep a list of okay, you guys are going to think I'm creepy when I say this, but they actually gave it, like, printed out to us, and it's a list of everybody in my grade and what town they live in. I know that sounds really creepy, but it's actually really helpful for, like, carpooling purposes or, you know, stuff like that. And then I have my school year calendar, and I have a list of all the important names and numbers for, like, staff if I need to, like, call my English teacher to get homework or anything, you know what I mean? So, anyways, that's kind of how I stay organized. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you my desk, because I think that my desk is a really big part of how I stay organized, because I think that it's really important to have a place to come home, to sit down, to do your homework, and I'm going to show you mine right now. Okay, so this is just an overview of my desk. As you can tell, I have the desk, and then I have a whiteboard, and I have these shelves. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to kind of show you all about it. So first off is you come over here, and I just have my desk. It's really simple. I think it's called the Jonas desk. I don't know. It's from IKEA. And it's just white, which I really like. And then it has this little section that you pull out. And I like to, like, have all my school books here. And then the notebook that I am, like, writing all my notes down in on here. Or my computer, and that folds in and out, so that's really nice. And then I just have a little trash can right there. I have a light, because usually by the time I come home from school, it's getting dark out after sports and stuff. And then I have this huge whiteboard, which this is actually written all over right now because it's still technically summertime. But come the school year, it's important to write down little notes about, like, when field hockey games are or anything important that I need to remember. So I like that. And then over here, I just have this little stand, and I really like this. This is just from Staples, I think. It's pink, and it just goes in your locker, but I use mine on my desk. And on here, down here, I have this little kind of like flower thing that just kind of keeps me happy because it's pretty. And I have my scent bug, which I like to do scents while I'm studying. I don't know, it helps me study. I don't know, that's weird, but it's the truth. And then up here I have 4 little compartments. In this first one, I have highlighters. In this one, I have pencils. In this one, I have pens. And in this one, I have dry erase markers. So that's how that fans out. Turn over here, I have all these shelves. Over there is just where I keep some of my magazines. But first, we'll go into the first shelf. So right here, I just keep some school supplies. As you can see, I just have a notebook here. Down here, I have some tape, a calculator. Just in here I have a whole bunch of different note cards of different colors, and in here I just have some rulers and moisturizer and bumper stickers. Like, moisturizer should not be there, but rulers and stencils and stuff. And then under this little compartment, which I think I got at Target, I just have those, like, little dividers that you put in your binders. And then here I have a big stack of notebooks. As I said before, I use notebooks to take notes on everything, so that's why I have so many. All of them are either pink or blue, because I thought that blue was really pretty and they didn't have enough pink to get all pink. So, and then here that bin is a mess. It's electronics, and then here I have just, like, spare change, and here I just have CDs. Here is where I keep basically all my books, nothing too fascinating. And then down here is just, like, friendship making stuff, and my Lily Pulitzer cards. How cute are those? In here I have more school supplies. Back here I have all these little, like, stackable pencil cases. In one I have markers, colored pencils, crayons, stamps, you know, everything that you need, and a spare pencil pouch. In here I just have little, like, school supplies such as, like, whiteout and paper clips. Here I just have this cute little flower thing that I made in art. And here I have sticky notes, more pencils, and a pencil sharpener. To the next one, I just have all textbooks. Here I have some textbooks and some binders. More binders go there. Here is where, this is where I keep some magazines, Teen Vogue, Vogue 17, basically. Down there I have movies, science, board, project stuff, you know, like glue guns and stencils and that kind of stuff. So that's basically an overview of my desk. Okay, so I hope that you guys all enjoyed that kind of video, and more videos kind of similar to this. Be sure to let me know in the comments. I don't know if you guys want a back to school advice video. I know a lot of gurus are doing them, so it might be kind of pointless for me to do one. Keep me posted on what you want, and I'll talk to you guys soon.